These
Look
curls.
at that.
Look
Look
at
at those curls. Mine aren't nearly that tight.
Au natural.
Drink it in.
It is
Back
going
to working
down.
with me at least for a while. Nuts. Alright. Hey everybody. My name's SuttySmash. This is...
Bloody the Elf.
And welcome to the Bloody and Sutty Show.
The show for jackasses by jackasses. See, that added a wink.
King.
What do you think?
You did. King.
Subtle.
Mm-hmm. Man, so what do we got on the docket today, man?
All right, we're gonna do a little quick. How you doing? How was your last couple of weeks? I got a couple of things to talk about.
Okay.
We're gonna get into the Grudge trailer. That is when do you know when the Grudge is gonna come out? It's not early next year.
I think something like that. I just remember seeing it was announced.
Mhm.
Ooh, I have a couple things that I'd like to talk about that aren't on the docket, but continue.
Okay. Shoot from the hip.
No.
And then
No,
we
no,
got little This Week in Dumb, and of course another. This was supposed to be for Halloween, so another super spoopy edition of the Rotten Tomatoes game. It'll be kind of the last of horror movies. Is probably won't be, but that's all we
we'll
watch.
Bring it back. We'll bring it back.
Maybe next week. But yeah, man. How was your last couple of weeks?
It was good. Hold on, before we get into that, a couple other things I want to talk about is the Diablo 4 trailer.
Ooh, we got to talk about that.
Get into that and talk a little bit about that. And there was another thing, clearly not that important, but imagine that it was really profound and life-changing.
The Witcher. Netflix was released on December 20th.
Yeah, we could do that.
Did you see it? Have you seen the trailer yet?
I have, and it looks fun.
So good. I am so fucking excited. I just saw it tonight, like before the show. I'm like, if we spent the whole show talking about that, I would not be upset.
You'd be all right with it. Before we get into everything, though, for our viewers at home, if you enjoy this content, please get a drop a like, share, subscribe, get us all over the place like a goddamn disease. Put us in your ear holes, your eye holes, your mouth holes, maybe. I don't know how you do that, but get in there.
Buttholes.
Hey. Oh, that's a baby.
She's pissed about the butthole comment. All right, sign. Bye, not the butthole.
But yeah, last couple weeks, work's been busy, man. Work's been nuts. And doing stuff at home. Oh, I had to break up a dog fight today. Puppies decided to fight over some food today.
They're getting food aggressive.
Yeah, they are. So I'm having to retrain them on eating, which is just a blast.
Mm-hmm.
I just hear them because they're still like this big. Yeah, I mean they scratched each other and stuff, but
at least there's that.
Knock it off, and they're like,
can't hide behind your daddy's skirt forever.
Loki's like, this stupid bitch tried to eat my food. Actually, no, it was him. He tried to eat her food.
She fucked his shit up.
They're such assholes. But yeah, so that was fun today. I also found out today when I went outside to check on the sprinklers and stuff, just to keep an eye on everything.
Mm-hmm.
I have several holes in several lines of my sprinklers now.
Good.
There's some that are just like, Like, awesome.
Yep, nothing is a big benefit to your water bill like a spring leak in a sprinkler system.
Yeah, several of them.
Good,
Several.
good.
Yeah,
They're
they
gonna
got
have
through some PVC pipe. It's
oh shit.
oh yeah, it's I mean, not one that's in the ground. Luckily, it's the one that goes to the citrus trees. But
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna be a treat. But you know, outside of that, just trying to stay alive.
That's good. I
And keep
got.
everybody in the house alive. So I mean, I'm succeeding at that every day.
I'm gonna rapid fire off the events of my last 2 weeks. Number one, Arch Enemy Amon Amarth concert. Fucking awesome. Arch Enemy is easily one of the greatest bands I've ever seen. They rival that of Lamb of God. No problem. They were phenomenal. Go see them when you have the chance. After that, bucket list item was checked off. I finally have seen the Cannibal Corpse live. They were also really, really good. I am very concerned of their age, and I felt like someone needed to bring them chairs. I was very concerned. I'm like, this is really awesome, but that guy's 100. Like, it's like
They're
they,
just in between sets with oxygen masks.
dude, they would stop after every single song and turn around and tune their guitars, and I'm like, their guitars are fine. I can hear it. I know they're in tune. They need a breather. And they're not even really doing much outside of just standing there. I'm like, get them a fucking stool. I wouldn't. No, I don't think anybody'd be mad. They're like, yeah, that guy's like 80. So there was that.
That's awesome.
Halloween passed. Gore House was a phenomenal success.
Was it? Because I remember you saying you were having some issues.
So I made 6 kids cry without even having to stand up. So I'd say it's a success.
That's good. That's good.
There were tears. And when there are parents standing at the end of your driveway having an argument amongst themselves about whether or not they're going to drag their kid up to get candy from you because your house is terrifying. Success.
That's the best. Causing a domestic disturbance in the streets.
Like, just take him up. They'll be fine. I'm not taking him up there. If you're going to take him up there, fine. You're going to pay for his therapy. I'm like, fuck yeah, therapy? Hell yeah.
I did such a great job.
Oh, I did too. I did all the night before, like I said I was going to do. I delivered, and I was like, yep, success.
I remember seeing the pictures. The put it right here in the stream, right there.
Enjoy this.
Right there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I think the resounding success came across the dead body in the bed. That was the best.
Yeah.
Can you tell how I made it? Because I can tell you how I made it.
No.
I don't have it
in front of me, but
the bed came from we have a bed for sale on Craigslist right now. So it's just in there, and I'm like, I can't hide this anywhere. So what I'll do is I'll just use it as a prop. So I didn't want to like stain. Okay, so Gore House surprisingly has a lot of fake blood in it. And no one saw that coming. And to protect the box springs is what I wound up using. I put a yoga mat over the top of it so that it had like a plastic cover so no blood would seep through. Or just pool on top of it. And I'm pretty sure that we all forgot that yoga mat existed, so I was fine with throwing it away when we were done. And I have I've been buying and reselling guitars unsuccessfully, might I add. So there's that. And
I thought you were doing pretty well with it.
The first one sold no problem. The second 2 after that, so guitars 2 and 3 have been on the market for a while now, and they're no bids. So I had one offer, like somebody was going to buy it, but he was going to buy it for less than I bought it for, and I bought it cheap as shit to begin with. Like, nah, dude, I'll just sit on it. It's fine. I don't pay for it until it sells anyway, so I'll just let it sit. So anyway, I have a bunch of packaging materials in my trunk of my car because that's a good place to store shit. And that real big, thick bubble wrap, like where you squeeze it and it doesn't even pop. It's so thick.
Yeah.
And
I know what you're talking about.
So it's like a bunch of that for like guitars that I buy that don't have cases or like soft cases. I don't want to just throw them in a box and wish them well because I'm pretty sure they just get snapped in half. So I was going to use that bubble wrap. Anywho, I wrapped it up kind of like, you know when you try and roll toilet paper back onto it, it starts to go like off to the side and starts to go long. So I started twisting it, like made it real long and thin. And then I used a volleyball for the head that was also just in the garage. And I found a cardboard box of Kleenex that God only knows what is inside of that box. And I'm like, there's probably at least like 3 brown recluses fighting a scorpion that's being like ringmastered by a black widow right now. So I'm going to not shake this and just kind of throw it in there and make a knee out of it. And I stuck a fake foot and a hand sticking out of it. And I took the remaining blood that I had and just went like this right into the top and just let it pool. And then I kind of did some of this, like to, you know, like when you're like, okay, remember when you were shaking the paste picante sauce over at our house and then you blew the lid off of it and it went everywhere? And I'm pretty sure it still has salsa in it today.
Yeah,
I did that. So like, and it was fun. And there was blood everywhere. And so that went really well. A lot of kids were scared of it and wanted to know why it was there. And I said, because they didn't clean their room very well. And so that went well. That was Halloween. And I think that's it.
Yeah, just the Halloween thing.
3 big events in 2 weeks. That's good.
Yeah, that's awesome, dude. That is legit. Yeah, I have nothing of super import.
How was your...
I do have a small story.
Hit me.
Marie's gonna be so mad that I'm telling this story. So we went to my buddy's birthday party, and or my buddy's kid's birthday party. So we went there, hung out with Phillips and Arnold. It was Arnold's kid's birthday.
I was
party.
gonna say, was it Arnold's?
Yeah, and Marie was talking with Crystal, who is Phillips' wife.
Yeah.
About being pregnant and having a baby, because this is Crystal's first one, and she just had some pregnancy, like a quick bout of pregnancy brain, and she was talking to Phillips. She's like, "Yeah, I was talking to your wife," and I was like, "Her name is Crystal," because I thought that was hilarious.
Yeah.
And Phillips thought it was hilarious. Crystal, I think, was kind of in the middle. She was like, "Oh, that was probably not the best call." And Ray's like, "You're such an asshole," but she said it half jokingly. But I was like, I'm gonna hear about that later. And then when we went on our way to the car, she was like, "I didn't think that was very funny." I was like, I thought it was hilarious. I was like, "It's just a joke. I'm sorry if it made you upset," but it was really funny. But anyway,
it's fine. Pregnancy brain is real. Everyone knows. They've all had it too.
Mm-hmm.
It's not, but then again, because she's pregnant, she's very rational. So I can see why. I'm sure she was like, "You know what, you're probably right. I accept your argument."
But no, she's amazing.
Yeah, Marie's a bit good. I like that one.
Yeah, she is.
Oh
man. So what do you want to start with, man?
Let's
get right into the Grudge.
Yeah, let's get straight into the Grudge. Let's talk about it.
All right.
Hello, it's Peter Spencer.
I'm here about selling the house.
Is anyone home?
So there's a whole slew of remakes, right? And there's some better than others.
What do you think was the worst remake? I can tell you right now, right off the cuff.
What's yours?
I would say, now I'm going to catch flack for this, but I have solid reasoning. Was the most recent Spider-Man release, not because it was a bad movie, but because it was completely unnecessary and a giant fuck you to the original set.
What do you mean?
They remade the movie like 2 years after the last movie came out. They're like, "Hey, let's just reboot it."
Well, they did it so that they could tie him into the fucking Avengers thing.
I don't give a fuck. Don't put Spider-Man in the Avengers.
But he was in the Avengers.
I don't care.
We disagree. We have something we disagree on.
We disagree on things from time to time.
From time to time.
It's rare though.
Yeah. We need more Spider-Man origin stories? No, we do not. We haven't. There's enough Spider-Man origin stories. We don't need any more.
That's my point.
But no.
Okay, fine. That's not my point.
They didn't do an origin. They didn't do. Oh, he was bit by a spider, and he had already been bitten and was already in the slew of being Spider-Man and learning how to deal with that. So it wasn't that.
Yeah, clearly I didn't see it.
I don't think Bloody's talking about Homecoming. I think he's talking about just this iteration of Spider-Man.
Yeah, it's unnecessary.
Am I correct in that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tobey Maguire is now and always will be the only Spider-Man.
No.
Let's fight.
No. He was good for the time, but the Spider-Man 3 ruined it, man. He ruined it.
Is that the one where he cried a lot?
That's probably the one where he cried a lot. That's also the one where he did that fucking dance.
Oh yeah,
and that's the one where they made Topher Grace fucking Venom. And I was like, nope, I'm out.
Didn't see
Done.
it.
Fucking.
Anyway.
All right.
The Grudge.
Yeah.
Way off course there.
Yeah.
That was my fault.
Yeah. Way to be.
Sorry.
Way to keep us on track.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't think of any fucking remakes off the top of my head.
That's fine.
I'd probably say The Thing, even though it was a prequel, not really a remake, but it was a prequel / reboot / whatever, right? I liked the original John Carpenter's The Thing because it was mysterious. You never truly saw it for what it was. It was just fucking this mysterious shape-shifting thing, you know?
Yeah.
And that morphed, and you didn't know where it was going to come from next. Seeing the origin was cool. Like the novelty of it was nice, but I liked not knowing and making it up in my brain, you know?
I get you.
Yeah.
Swamp Thing.
But the Grudge. Swamp Thing. I think they are remaking that.
They are. The Grudge. I am very, very, very excited about it.
Okay, I was worried. I'm super stoked about it. I'm excited also because they have
that one.
What's that Asian dude's name? Hi. The actor that's in it.
There we go.
Mm-hmm. You looking it up?
Yeah, I got it.
Good. Maria and I just watched this movie recently with him in it where his daughter disappears, and it's all like shown from like iPhone cameras and FaceTime and whatnot, and really good movie. But so yeah, I'm super excited about it, and it's rated R, which is another
better
for it.
Yes.
Yeah, much better. Like horror movies,
PG-13 should never be a. You did something wrong if your horror movie is PG-13.
Yeah, exactly. People can handle it. Like, figure your shit out.
Your shit's not scary if it's PG-13. You know how you know? Because it's fucking PG-13. It's a pretty clear indicator. Sure. Your shit's not scary if 13-year-olds can go see it without an adult.
Right? Yeah. No, dude, I'm super excited about it, and it looks like it's
harder.
Yeah, a lot grittier.
Yeah.
And,
it is going to fist you.
Fuck. Yeah, it's gonna fuck some shit up. It's just gonna lick the first two knuckles, get it in there.
Slide on in. Because a lot of times they try to go like 2 or 3 fingers first and work his way in. No. It's going straight Caligula.
That's what I'm saying. It's just gonna lick those 2 knuckles. You know what those do? Nothing. You gotta lubricate the outside knuckles if you're gonna fucking get them fisted. Dude,
and I thought it was kind of fun because last time it was like like a caregiver for an old lady, and now it's like a real estate agent trying to sell the house.
Yeah, we talked about it actually, and it was one of the movies I had on your Rotten Tomatoes thing. It was Sarah Michelle Gellar,
Mm-hmm.
and went through that, and it
We
was
don't want
not
to talk
rated
about
very well.
We were not going to talk about that Rotten Tomatoes game.
Oh man, that's hilarious. Yeah, dude, I'm super stoked about it. I can't wait for it to come out, and I hope this brings in a slew of new, and that's the thing, new horror movies that are rated R. Because reboots are nice and everything, but
Everything gets rebooted too. You know what I mean?
I
Where
know.
it's like,
give me some new shit. Give me some original, scary shit. That's what I want.
who's pumping this one out?
I don't know.
I feel like you do, and you're just
Lionsgate?
being shy. How can I even find that
Lionsgate,
out?
maybe. I can't look because if I look, then that's what's going to show up on my
I know.
my stream.
It is.
I guess I should just
Produced
change it to
by
window
Sam
capture, huh?
Raimi.
Instead of desktop capture.
Is it gonna tell us?
Professional fucking streamer over here.
Twisted New Vision, yada yada yada. Sony Screen Gems. That's who's kicking it out. Ghost House Productions. Sony, Ghost House. Come on, send your boys on a premiere. I promise we'll tell everyone it's going to be a good movie if it's a good movie, or we'll shit all over it really bad if it's bad. But come on, let
Yeah,
your
we'll get right in
boys
there.
go see The Grudge.
we're passionate. Like either way, if we really like something, we get fucking balls deep in there, and we'll tell you how much we like it. If we don't like it, see our tool review and watch those unpulled punches.
Mm. Also, as the #1 premier streamer on Mixer.com, I believe that I'm entitled to go anyway.
Fair. But yeah, dude, I'm super excited about The Grudge. Can't wait to see it.
The Grudge is going to be so good that I lose my mind. I kind of like, don't you like John Cho anyway?
I really do.
Did you see
just
that?
told you
You were
that.
just talking about the movie where it was all on found footage, like cameras, and about a guy who loses his daughter.
Yes.
John Cho was in an exact same movie like that.
Oh my god. That's what I was talking about.
Oh, I thought you were talking about.
Oh my
Artie.
god.
Also, I saw that movie and it was really good.
Yeah.
Also, did you notice that in the the backstory that was in that, like it's behind the scenes,
No.
aliens are taking over the planet.
What?
It's happening the entire time. Like when
No,
he's
you-
going to like news stories, like in this and the like when he'd be like looking up a story about his kid or whatever or going on,
okay.
and the sidelines there's all kinds of shit like that where it's like president to address, light anomalies, and then it's
Really?
yes, it's all right there. It's all Easter eggs on the side.
That's awesome. I
Also-
like that movie even more now.
When he checks his email, there's an email from the kid who's the killer that the whole movie's given away in one line. And if you stop it to go and look through all the subject lines on the emails, they spoil the whole movie in like the first 15 minutes.
But the thing is the kid isn't the killer.
He was the killer and his mom. Oh, spoiler alert. Spoiler alerts. No one's
Yeah.
going to see this fucking movie. It's fine.
That's true.
And if it's
out for a long
been
time.
this long, spoiler alerts don't fucking apply anymore.
And we don't remember the name. Put it up there right now.
There it is. It's really good. Go
was
see it.
really good.
And also, we didn't spoil the movie. They don't know which kid's the killer. I just said the killer.
Yeah.
We know that there's a killer. Also, we didn't even spoil the movie. Not even a little bit.
Yeah.
Because I can't correct myself because then I really will spoil the movie.
Yeah, I know. So just moving on. Fucking moving on. Jesus Christ.
It was aliens.
Fucking aliens. Always. I'm not saying it's
Aliens.
aliens, but
It's aliens. Did I tell you I've been going to bed and watching that every single night lately?
dude, I do that on the regular. I love watching Ancient Aliens.
Ancient Aliens is my go to sleep show.
here's the thing: Ancient Aliens back in the first couple seasons was actually fairly, interesting because they're like, oh, you're like, oh man, that ancient little thing does look like a plane, and it is aerodynamic, and there's a lot
Talking
of evidence
about the little bird thing.
Yeah, the glider, and then they're like,
Turns out it glides.
yeah, but then the further you go in, they're like getting real deep. Like it's like that's kind of a fucking stretch.
Let's stop there while you're ahead.
Like, did ancient people have nuclear weapons? It's like,
No, they did not, because they didn't know what atoms were. That's how I just debunked you.
It's like they did because aliens.
Well, there was
man.
there's retrograding radiation that would have only been caused by. No,
Yeah.
it didn't. Did aliens cause the dinosaurs to go extinct? No, that was a meteor. They found it. It's over there by Florida and Cuba.
Yeah.
In the water.
Yeah.
Crickets. Anyway,
yeah. Sorry.
let's go see The Grudge. Don't worry, buddy. That one's on me.
Date night. Fucking. Let's go. Fucking Diablo 4 now.
Diablo 4. Let's talk about it.
So, Diablo 4, that cinematic, it's 9 minutes. And you and I both were super into Diablo 3.
Yeah. I played the shit out of that game.
Yeah. As did I. I played Diablo 2, I played Diablo 1. I've been in all of them. Diablo 3 was rougher in the beginning because of the auction house thing and how fucking difficult they made it. I remember I had to stop playing because I couldn't afford to with gold. I couldn't afford to repair my gear to keep playing the game.
I remember that.
Like, they made it that difficult. With all, and I don't think, and you and I talked about this a little bit, I don't think that Blizzard had originally intended to show the Diablo 4 trailer at BlizzCon, but they needed a fucking win.
Real
They
bad.
needed one real bad, because they had the whole Diablo Immortal. Don't you guys have phones?
I don't have any plans at the moment to do PC. Do you guys not have phones?
Yeah, you guys all have
everyone's got a
phones,
phone.
right?
Yeah, that was a bad thing.
That thing last year, and that game still hasn't come out. It's been a year.
What's your kid doing back there?
Just climbing onto the chair
Oh, okay.
like a weirdo.
Oh, I forget there's a chair back there. I thought she was just levitating.
Yeah, we're teaching her.
Levitation Homes.
There it is.
And there she goes.
But yeah, so after that, and then this whole Hong Kong thing, you knew about that, right?
Yeah, that's really bad.
Yeah. And they're like, is anybody going to show up to BlizzCon? So they did that. They announced that and Overwatch 2. But I think, and it looks phenomenal. Like,
It's real good.
I'm real excited about it. They also they showed it with the caveat, it's not coming anytime soon, but here's what we got so far, which is fine. I'm fine with that. I'm fine waiting on a game.
Give me a little flavor. I'm okay with it.
Yeah, give me a taste. And my thing is, if they had done that last year, like, said, hey, Diablo 4 is coming, but to get you by for now, here's a mobile game, Diablo Immortal, would have been way smoother than the shit that happened.
Let's hit Diablo 4. Let's do that same trailer. And then, like, cool, here's what we got right now. What's your beef with this in the meantime? And then, who would have even been mad? They'd have been like, all right, cool.
Right. You gave people what they wanted, and then you gave them a little taste of something from the
Give
same
me a little
breath.
Give me a little of the flavor. Because Italians say things like that.
Was that Italian?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Dope.
Dope.
Cool. But yeah, man. So I'm super excited about that. And if you haven't seen the fucking trailer, there are 2 trailers. So there is a 9-minute cinematic trailer, which is just fucking gorgeous, and it's amazing. And the second trailer is like a 3-minute gameplay trailer, which
Real
also
good
looks
too.
awesome.
There's a big bear guy.
It looks like they're bringing mounts.
Yeah, I'm into that too.
Shit. I'm
Well,
down with that.
maybe not, because the warrior class in Diablo 3 had a horse he rode on as one of his abilities.
Oh, that's true. That was the paladin. Get your shit straight. It was a paladin. I promise you it was the paladin.
What fucking paladin?
From fucking Diablo 3.
There was. I'm gonna put up your classes right there, and I'm almost positive paladin wasn't one of them. There was crusader. Oh shit.
Crusader. That's
There you go. See, saying the wrong shit.
Yeah.
They say an amateur hour, man. You got to bring the heat.
You said fucking barbarian. At least your class was in the goddamn game, though.
Yeah. I think I said warrior guy, actually, which is neither.
Oh, yeah. That's Diablo 1. Diablo 1. Which they're re-releasing that game, too.
I never played it. And I never played Diablo 2.
It didn't age well. Neither of them aged well at all. Like, they don't look good. And it's funny, because I remember playing Blizzard games back in the day, like Diablo and the original StarCraft, and watching the cinematics.
Oh, I played the shit out of that.
I'm like, oh my god.
It's like real.
You can't get better than this.
This is from CNN?
Yeah. And then you watch it, and now those same videos.
Well, pixely.
Christ. Yep. Jesus Christ. This is not the tits.
Not so much. I mean, it wasn't. Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Yeah, it's bad. Oh, I remember the other thing I wanted to talk about.
Hit me.
Speaking of segues,
Mm-hmm.
The Fallout 76 thing. You want to talk about that for a minute?
Finally, dude. Is it happening? Are they going to make the game?
No, not the good thing. Not the good thing. The bad thing. The
What
other
happened?
bad thing that they did.
What happened?
So they are like, hey, do you remember how we said that you couldn't store unlimited stuff because it would break the game?
Yeah.
Now you can pay $12 a month and have a private server. So you and 70 of your friends can play. You can't mod the game. You can't do anything crazy.
I'm still in.
And you get unlimited storage space for your items. And I don't remember what else. Some skins and shit. But what's happened is, so that's $100 and some odd dollars. I don't know,
A year.
Whatever, 13, no, per month.
Yeah.
Oh, but for the year, yeah.
Yeah.
For a game that's fucking broken, and the storage space, when the first couple people started pouring their shit in there, it deleted it. All their materials are all gone. And there's just so much. And I sent you that link, the falloutfirst.com.
Yeah.
They didn't care enough to secure the goddamn domain name. So some guy built a site that said Fallout fuck you first, and just it was so good, it was so scathing, and it had the benefits. He didn't even change it. He just left what their real benefits were right there in the middle. It was hilarious. But now what's happening is because people are like, don't pay for this shit. Like, don't give them money for this bullshit. And you get an icon over your character when you subscribe to that thing. So people are hunting people with those icons. So as soon as
I love that.
show up with that icon, other people are like, fuck you, you piece of shit. Fucking paying these sons of bitches for all this garbage, blah, blah, blah. And, 1,850 atoms every month. A tent that you can use without having to move your cam. And a couple of other boring things not noteworthy. Thank you, Delprin. So it's very similar to ESO, but without the gameplay of ESO. Because there's still and they also pushed back the Wastelanders? The one that brings back NPCs. They pushed that back for they don't know how long.
You blew it!
So they launched this right around the time that Outer Worlds came out, and Obsidian's like, thanks. Like this you guys are making this real fucking easy. It's like, god damn. Like, how...
God, please make this game good. Why is this so fucking hard? Was this not, seriously, on a serious note, the most anticipated game we've ever had between the two of us?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, we've been excited about this game since before it was ever announced. So Bloody and I used to play Fallout 3 on Xbox 360 over Xbox Live and just talking to each other, playing our own instances of the game. Be like, man, wouldn't it be awesome if we could just fucking join up and play this game together? And then Fallout 76 got announced, and I'm like, here it is, fucking, it's here.
It's happening.
And then we got what we got, and it's like,
there was once too. It was they announced that there was going to be an online Fallout. Remember, like 5 years before Fallout 76. Do you remember that? And then it fell apart. And
I do. Yeah, Fallout Online. Oh, another fun thing. So bouncing off of Delcarin, he said you get 1,850 atoms every month. Most things in the store cost 2,100 atoms. So you have to be there for at least 2 months to be able to buy anything.
I just want them to do good. I just want them to do good so bad. And they just keep, they're just like, fuck them.
Yeah, it's upsetting. Delcarin's like, I still don't know what difference human NPCs are going to make to the game. We already have the super mutant and robot benders. But this is going to bring, like, different quest lines and, like, make the things that you do matter. Because one of my things with playing Fallout 76 was I'd get a quest from this fucking holotape, and it's like, this doesn't matter. Everybody's fucking dead. Who cares? And
Yeah,
that's
it was
part of the reason I played... Yeah, that's part of the reason I played the other Fallout games, was because the things you did mattered, and it changed... yeah. But...
honestly, that was the only thing in November I was looking forward to, was NPCs and Fallout.
Yeah, no, they put it off. They don't know when it's coming out. Now, honestly, if that's it, dude, I miss my old developers, like the old, like BioWare and
What happened to that? Where did they go? Are they all at Obsidian now? Because that game sounds like it's great.
Well, the writers of Fallout 1 and Fallout 2, which aren't the ones that Bethesda did,
right?
They're the top-down isometric camera one. Which are also very good games. But no, most of them are still there. BioWare, most of the core people are gone.
Where'd they go?
Different. Some of them did independent stuff. Some of them went to other companies. Casey Hudson came back, and he's the I don't remember his title, but he's there, and I'm hoping he brings Mass Effect back and does all the right things with it. Or fucking Knights of the Old Republic 3. I want to fucking play a good Star Wars game again. But, yeah, dude.
Hold on. So, Bethesda's shit now.
Yep. BioWare's shit now.
BioWare's shit. EA's shit.
Well, EA is they're not developers, they're publishers. So EA
Who
is
made
the
Anthem?
Publisher. BioWare.
Oh fuck.
But here's the thing. So Mass Effect 1, right? And 2 both were done by BioWare.
They were great.
Then EA acquired or started publishing for BioWare, and that's when Mass Effect 3 came out.
Mass Effect 3 was still pretty good.
It was pretty good, but it was still the worst. The worst of the series of the three, because you had your A, B, and C ending, like choose your color. And then they had Andromeda, and then they had Anthem.
I didn't even finish Andromeda. It was that bad.
Neither did I. EA kills developers. It's just what they do.
Everything.
People who made, it's so frustrating. So frustrating. Delcarin said the Fallout 76 studio is different developers than Fallout 4 and Skyrim is Bethesda Austin. It's fair. But still, it's the parent company, and this was a big thing that they wanted to make for 10 years or in perpetuity, and they did not do it.
It's so bad. Well. Hey, you know what, though? Cacao Games with Black Desert Online is great. Still loving that game.
Which is, that's good.
Loving it.
It's frustrating, man.
We were just playing that earlier.
This whole fucking games as a service thing bugs the shit out of me. And this whole, oh, we'll release it now and fix it later. Like, give
Just
me
fucking
the
fix
fucking
it.
game. Yeah. Or
Don't
give
release
to me
it.
Yeah. Give it to me
Don't fucking release it.
For fucking $20 and then build on it later. It's fucking annoying. But anyway, those are my two things that I want to talk about.
You know what? You know who I give fucking monster props to right now in the gaming industry?
Who's that?
Fucking Roberts Industries with Star Citizen.
Yeah.
Game's been under development for like what, 5-6 years now, 7 years, and it's always like, it's so fucking like, people give them shit because like, that game's never gonna come out. I'm like, okay, pump the fucking brakes a second. They were gonna put it out 4 or 5 years ago, but y'all motherfuckers who need Jesus kept saying like, oh, can we get this, and this? And like, well, it's gonna cost this much money. And they're like, here's the money, go make it. And they're like, okay, we'll go make it. So it's been under like, it's been in like development purgatory for the last 5 years on like mundane shit that no one even cared about anyway. But
Yeah.
but it's 100%. What do you want? We will make it if you pay for it. And they're like, I'll fucking give you as much money as you want. And the game, I'll give them this. It needs like a NASA supercomputer to run it at this point. Like, they're like, don't even try and put it on a hard drive. It's not going to work. You have to run it off of an SSD as a minimum requirement at this point. But they're like, it's fucking awesome. I'll give you that. We're like, okay. So it's at this point
amazing. I saw a video of somebody doing the face capture.
Yeah.
Singing the David Bowie song, the Space Oddity.
Yeah.
Fucking just floating through space, and it's just capturing this dude's face singing it. It was so good. Made me laugh a lot. But it's Star Citizen, and it's a beautiful fucking game.
It checks every box in a game I've ever wanted, aside from paying $45 to get alpha access. Yeah. But I get it. It goes towards the development of the game. So I'm like, all right. And they 100% delivered on everything they said they were going to do. Like, here's the thing. This is going to take this long. They give us a roadmap that's edited and put live in real time. At least they're doing it right.
Yeah.
Just listen to the audience and give them what they want. Fuck it. Like, just give the people what they want. Why is this hard? Like, they figured it out. And they've made like...
It's not that difficult.
How many millions of dollars have they crowdsourced?
And there's so many avenues you can go to get this information. People are acting like it's the most difficult thing in the world. Like, we don't know what we want.
Open your fucking eyes. Like, just...
Delgren's like, I still need to reinstall that game so I can try flying the ship I paid like $50 for.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
I like Delgren.
Delgren's a good dude.
I don't like this Lolita, though. Mm-mm.
That's awesome.
Bad influence.
What else we got? We'll move on from being angry gamers.
The Witcher.
Oh, yeah, The Witcher.
I've heard tales of your kind, Witcher. You're a mutant. Created by magic. Roaming the continent.
We don't want your kind here.
Hunting monsters. For a price. I thought you'd have fangs.
Dude, so I was super skeptical about Henry Cavill being...
I was too. The whole thing. I'm like, how many times has movies come out based off of video games and they be good?
Well, to be fair, it's not a movie. I think it's a show.
Granted. Okay, fine.
So there's that.
Edit it to how many shows have come out based off of a video game and were good?
Not fair.
The answer's the same.
But
none? not a single one?
But yeah, I was real skeptical of Henry Cavill, and then I saw him and I was like, okay. Like, I saw the picture of him like a month or two back, and I was like, all right, maybe. And then I saw the trailer and I was like, okay, all right.
Yup.
You win. You win.
He's fucking Geralt of Rivia.
It's like, that came.
Rivia?
Yeah.
Rivera?
Ron Rivera? Geraldo Rivera.
And now he's Geraldo Rivera. What up? Movie magic. No, TV show
man.
And Netflix is putting it out, so you know Netflix puts out good shit, man.
Well, yeah.
By and large.
They also put out a lot of shit. Like, they're just like, here, fucking watch everything.
I like it all, though.
Yeah, I do too. I like a lot of it.
But it looks real good.
It does.
Real fucking good.
I am in. That's a show that's gonna get binged with a quickness.
I don't think.
Hopefully Marie likes it so that we can watch it.
I'm taking that fucking day off work. I can tell you that right now. Like, yeah, what do you got going on? I gotta watch Netflix.
Yeah, that's when I want to get super into. Did you play the games at all?
Yeah, I own every single Witcher game.
Do you really?
I do.
I only own the third one.
Bitch.
That's crazy. Yeah.
No, I own them all, and I have all the expansions to the third one because a friend of mine from the Yo Daddy, he bought them all for me for Christmas because it was on my wish list.
Boy.
Like, you are the sweetest little guy.
About. He's the best guy.
He's so small.
He's the best guy. Fucking yeah, dude. I still have to beat The Witcher 3.
Oh, I haven't finished it yet.
I've restarted it twice.
I refuse to restart it, but then again, I'm in a place where it's so difficult that you have to know how to play that I'm like, oh, I don't know what I'm doing.
I wish games would come up with that, like an
on-the-fly tutorial.
Yeah, an adult version or adult addition to the game, like where it's like, hey, you haven't played this game in, a year and a half. Here's all the basic shit that you probably forgot.
That's actually a novel idea.
Right? There's my $1 million idea. Just gotta
tutorial on-the-fly tutorials.
Yeah.
You ready for a little This Week in Dumb?
Maybe we put out fucking. Maybe that's what we do. We monetize videos, tutorial videos of just the basic things that you need for every game.
I think it's a great idea.
I don't know. We'll talk about it more later.
I think it's a great idea. I think you should do that, and I'm going to start doing it too. We can start doing it together.
Yeah. I like it. Yes, I'm ready for This Week in Dumb. Do it.
This Week in Dumb. All right, this week we've got a story coming out of... What's MO? Missouri?
Montana?
Montana? I thought Montana's MT. Montana is MT.
Is it?
Yes.
What's MI? Oh, MI is Mississippi?
Uh-huh.
God, we're terrible Americans.
Missouri, I was right.
Terrible. All right.
Crystal City, Missouri. Headline on this story is man wearing "It's not a crime unless you get caught" shirt gets caught on security cam committing crime. Yeah.
There it is.
The owner of a laundromat said the man caused $1,300 of damage to a soda machine made off with $600 in cash. In change.
Oh, God.
Can you imagine how low his pants were sagging with $600 in quarters?
He had to have been wearing like cargo pants. Those aren't just fitting in those front two pockets.
Here's the thing, though. He got caught on camera, but they don't know who it is. So, if anybody knows anyone with an excessive amount of quarters, please call 636-937-4601 and say it's in reference to the Twin City coin laundry case.
That's amazing.
They caught him, but they didn't really catch him.
That's good. I thought he really got caught, which would have been hilarious.
It's not a crime unless you get caught. The man proceeded to break into a vending machine and take 15 pounds in change.
God damn. That's so change.
In plain view of an HD at none other security
and they
camera.
don't know who it is still?
I mean, just tell me, man. Next guy who goes tries to buy like $600 in lottery tickets and quarters. Maybe ask him some questions.
They don't care.
They're never gonna catch that guy.
That gas station attendant is just gonna hate his fucking life. I need 50 mega millions. Okay, that'll be $100.
Good enough.
Not even rolled. Just
Yeah. Just in a sock. Pours it out.
it's just musty old sock that he may or may not have masturbated into earlier that
Oh no,
day.
he did. Just beforehand. That's the only sock I had.
Ah, fuck. That's so good. If he's like me, he's got a bunch of change wrappers sitting at home. I don't think this guy did, Delcrin. I don't think he had a bunch of change wrappers at home.
I don't think so, Tim.
Oh man,
Really
That's
for the
fantastic.
RTG?
bro, I'm ready. What's my record? 26, something like that.
Yes. I think I did a really good job on this one because I used Word instead of writing it down.
Yeah, that's good.
A lot of
So
cutting
you
and
can read it
pasting.
this time?
Uh-huh.
That's good. I use the fucking notes on my iPhone.
Mm-hmm. And that's why mine are better than yours.
Debatable.
Really? Because I can save
Yep.
mine to the cloud.
So can I.
Yeah, but do you have to pay a fee to Microsoft to do that?
No, it's an iPhone.
Lawyered. I don't
You
know.
fucking weird ass.
I don't fucking know. All right, you ready? All right. Let's re-explain the rules to anyone watching for the first time today.
Do it.
We got the Rotten Tomatoes game. So the idea is you guess a score of a movie on RottenTomatoes.com based off of the regular critic score. So you don't take into account the audience score. For every point that you are off of the score, high or low, it's 1%. So it's like, my favorite example is Gone in 60 Seconds, is ranked 25% by the critics of Rotten Tomatoes. If you were to guess 50%, you gain 25 points. Now, this is like the game of golf, where you want to have the lowest score possible. However, with a caveat and a little fun is if you guess the score exactly, you get a 5-point deduction, or for you math nerds out there, negative 5 points. Nerds!
Nerds.
Get them! And you do 5 movies. There's a game master, and then you have your participants. I will be game master tonight because I
I will
am.
be the participant.
And you will basically try to beat your best score, or if you're having a bad game, try and keep it under 100.
Yep.
It's very easy to go over 100 for a couple of reasons. Like, number one, the game master's giving you a movie and you think it's a totally different movie. Reason number two, critics are fucking stupid because they rank Killer Clowns from Outer Space 77%. I haven't forgotten. I don't forget, and I'll be mad at that forever.
Never forget. Never
Did you know?
forget.
Did you watch that episode, by the way?
Me? Yeah.
Did you see all the movies I listed? It's like, this is better, right, than all of these good movies.
That was good. That was a good touch.
Mm-hmm. That's why I'm the editor. And anyway, so I'm going to list them off 5 movies. Usually you try to stick to a theme just to make it fun. This was supposed to be done a week ago, but we had to skip the show. And
My bad.
it wasn't your bad. It's life
That
happens.
was my bad.
And it was a Halloween theme. It was our 4th installment for the month of October. And granted, it's October 3rd today. October 2nd is when we started, but now it's October 3rd because it's after midnight.
No, it's November.
This is irrelevant. Shut up. This is irrelevant information.
What are you, an astrologist?
What are you, some kind of Well, Cancer says this week that, all right, the Rotten Tomatoes game. Cool. All right, you ready for your first movie, buddy? Do you need to stretch? You good?
Yes, sir.
Right on. I hope you're using Degree right now because you're gonna need some of this motion sense. And here's your first movie. It is Ed and Lorraine Warren travel to North London to help a single mother raising 4 children alone in a house plagued by a supernatural spirit. This was directed by the fantastic James Wan, starring Patrick Wilson, Vera Farmiga, and Ron Livingston from 2013, The Conjuring.
Let me try with pleasure hands.
Clap. I'm gonna get you now. I can hear you breathing.
You took your blindfold off. I win. I was in Christine and Nancy's room.
The London one was the first Conjuring?
Simon way. Which is Spanish, our friends of the South's way of saying, yeah, dude.
Really? Was it London?
Yep.
I thought that was the second Conjuring.
I cut and paste, bro. Everything.
Fair enough.
There's no way.
Fair enough.
Unless it's wrong. You're welcome to look it up. I'm not gonna.
I can't look it up because if I look it up, then
I'll
I
look
don't
it
have
up.
it on the capture window.
Let's verify this because.
No, I believe you.
Nope, it's happening. Here's my Google window. It's already on stream.
Okay. All right.
The Conjuring IMDb. Go. Oh shit! If I punch my mic one more time tonight.
Say words again.
Words and words.
Okay, I thought you punched your mic and ruined your audio input because it got real quiet.
Yeah, I see what I did wrong. You're absolutely right. You're so smart, buddy. I cut and paste off of the spot that said Conjuring 2. This one is paranormal investigators Ed and Lorraine Warren. Wow, words are hard. Paranormal investigators Ed and Lorraine Warren work to help a family terrorized by dark presence in their farmhouse.
There you go. Much better. God, I'm so good at this.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. All right, so that one's definitely certified fresh. The first one. I'm going to say at 78%.
70 what percent?
8.
You. Not bad. The Conjuring is certified fresh, just like you said, at 85%.
Oof. All right.
You got 7 points on that one. Not too bad.
Trust but verify. Hey, Ash, how are you?
Here's something that irks me that you do.
What's that?
Is that a great way to start a sentence? Here's something that you do that bothers me. Do you know the difference between fresh and certified fresh?
Oh, I don't. Tell me.
I know you don't because you keep saying it.
Okay.
Certified fresh is based off of the number of reviews that it's gotten. So not all of the movies that are fresh are certified fresh. This one is indeed certified fresh though because it was a major release.
Oh, fair enough. Is there an icon that says, "Hey, certified fresh"?
Yes.
Okay.
It shows up on the actual Rotten Tomatoes page.
My fault.
When the movie was shown in the Philippines, some cinemas had to hire Catholic priests to bless the viewers before showing it. This was due to some viewers reported a negative presence after watching the film. The priests also provided spiritual and psychological help to the viewers. It was a scary movie.
That's when you know it's a good movie, when you have to get psychological help afterwards.
So I read into this a little bit, and the reason why they do that is the speaking of spirits welcomes spirits into their lives.
Really?
So just talking about it makes it more susceptible to hoopla.
Hoopla. Hoopla.
Mm-hmm. Ready for your next one?
Yes, I am. What am I at? 7?
7.
Okay.
7. Es bueno.
Yes, no.
Researching Oben. All right, let me take 2 and action. The arsonist was denied a bank loan. Researching urban folklore, a University of Chicago student snoops around the housing projects of Cabrini Green to find more about a legend of a sinister man who supposedly appears whenever one looks into the mirror and repeats his name 5 times, slash his victims with a metal hook. Only after she witnesses the atrocities herself does she believe he exists. This one was directed by Bernard Rose, starring Virginia Madsen, Xander Berkeley, and Tony Todd. From 1992, The Candyman.
What's behind the mystery?
I'm sick.
What's behind the legend?
Listen, he's under the bed!
And most terrifying of all,
come with me.
What's behind the mirror?
He's here.
Candyman.
Nice. Dude, I love the Candyman. You know they're remaking the Candyman too?
Good.
And Tony Todd's coming back to play the Candyman.
Is it a remake then? Or is that just another one?
I don't know.
You know what movie I'd like to see remade? This is actually...
Then maybe.
Reboot. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll revise. You know what movie I'd like to see rebooted? Kind of controversial. The Fifth Element.
Yeah? Dude, I fucking love that movie.
Mm-hmm.
I'll watch that movie anytime it's on.
Yeah, I will too. And I'm always going to be like, those guys are kind of campy Muppet looking.
But then who are you going to fucking... I don't know how you would change that movie to make it better. It was already perfect.
Multipass.
Candyman.
Candyman.
Candyman. I'm going to say fresh at 81%.
Candyman is fresh. It's 74%. That's funny. 7 again.
Yep. 14. Getting in there.
And fun fact about this film was the bees were bred specifically for this movie. They needed to make sure that the bees were only 12 hours old so that they looked like mature bees, but their stinger wouldn't be powerful enough to do any real damage.
Yeah, I remember hearing that. I know. Tony Todd said that he did get stung a couple times.
Not very many times though.
But
surprisingly few.
Yeah, because when he does that thing where there's bees in his mouth,
there's bees in his
there
mouth.
were really bees in his fucking mouth. That wasn't a body double. That was just fucking Tony Todd being a goddamn champion. I think he had a clause in his contract saying that he got a certain amount of money for any time he got stung. So he got
they're gonna get some
an extra bit
crazy.
there.
Yeah,
I was like, that's awesome
for him. Ready for your next film, number 3?
Yes.
A year after the murder of her mother, a teenage girl is terrorized by a new killer who targets the girl and her friends by using horror films as part of a deadly game. Director, the great Wes Craven, starring Neve Campbell, Courtney Cox, David Arquette, Drew Barrymore. From 1996, Scream.
Never told me your name.
Why do you want to know my name?
I want to know who I'm looking at.
Someone is playing a deadly game.
It all began with a scream over 911.
Someone who's seen one too many scary movies. Now he's taken his love of fear.
Hello?
Hello, Sydney.
One step too far.
Nice. Drew Barrymore was, I remember she was in most of the promotional materials for it. And so they were hyping it up, and she was doing pretty well at the time. And the movie came out, and then she got knocked off in five minutes.
Yeah, in the first 10 minutes of the film, she's dead.
Yeah, she was done. I'm going to say that one's fresh also.
But how fresh is it?
Yeah. I'm going to say 74%. Yeah.
Scream is indeed certified fresh. I felt it deserved a much higher certified fresh score on this one.
I liked it a lot.
Where I thought it was almost a perfect horror movie, where it was equally funny as it was disturbing. And I use disturbing pretty lightly because I'm pretty sure that this movie didn't disturb me at all. But that's disturbing in and of itself because it should have. I probably would have ranked this one at like 90, 95. However, your guess of 74 was very close, as it is certified fresh at 79%.
Man, look at me. Again, the most disturbing thing there was Matthew Lillard's crying spit falling onto the floor.
Mm-hmm.
Delcrin asks, what's considered fresh? 70 plus? Or I think it's 60
60
plus, right?
and above. Yeah, it's just like your term papers, my dude.
Yep.
And
right, so,
fun fact.
Yes.
This one actually I'm not surprised at all. The use of caller ID tripled after the release of this film.
That's amazing. Back when caller ID was a thing, for those of you that aren't old enough to remember that, house phones used to have a little box that you could purchase that would show you the name and number of the person that was.
It was expensive too.
Yeah, it was. It was an extra fee you had to pay to your phone company to get that.
They didn't give that away. It was like, I think I remember looking into it. It was like $15 a month, which now is like $40 a month.
Yeah, good old inflation.
Yeah, 1996 was a long time ago.
23 years, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Goddamn, we're old.
You ready for this one?
We're gonna die soon. Yes.
The arsonist was denied a bank loan. A shy teenager who is the butt of practical jokes at her small town high school. Her blind panic at her first menstruation, a result of ignorance and religious guilt drummed into her by her fanatical mother, Margaret, only causes her classmates to her vicious cruelty to escalate, despite the intentions of her overly caring gym teacher. This was directed by Brian De Palma, starring Sissy Spacek, Piper Laurie, and John Travolta, from 1976, the year of our Lord, Carrie.
The girl with the strange power.
If I concentrate hard enough, I can move things.
But tonight, no one will laugh at Carrie.
If you don't have a date for the prom next Friday, would you like to go with me?
She's with the best-looking boy in the senior class.
You're trying to trick me again.
She'll be voted queen of the prom.
You know, I can make sure that you don't hurt Carrie White anymore.
For Carrie, it will be a dream come true. For everyone else, it will be a nightmare. Carrie.
Carrie. Oh, man. Carrie was phenomenal. There was a remake of that as well.
Yes, there was.
Which wasn't as good.
Did you see the sequel to the remake with Mila Kunis?
No.
It was good.
Really?
No, hang on. It was a terrible movie. You'll enjoy it, though.
Oh, okay. All right. Fair enough. Wait, are you... There's a sequel to Carrie with Mila Kunis?
It's called Rage 2.
What?
Yeah, because it was... Rage 2.
Rage, yeah.
Because the first one was Carrie the Rage.
Yeah.
The second one was Rage 2.
Mila Kunis, fun fact, was also in another terrible sequel, American Psycho 2. Not a good movie. Anyway.
Hang on. Pump the brakes. That's exactly what I'm talking about. You're absolutely right. It was...
I am so good at this.
You are killing it tonight, bro. I am making mistakes, and you're like, don't even question my thing, but you're like, oh, he's also in this. I'm like, oh, actually, that's what I was talking about.
Oh, you got no audio out there right there, buddy.
Aww.
Oh, there you go. Okay. I don't know what you did. I don't know if you just were excited and didn't hit your noise gate.
I bumped the mic and it clipped. I think it clipped it. It's really close to me, and I'm afraid to move it away. Because the audio is so leveled out right now.
No worries. We're good. But Carrie, I'm going to say, is certified fresh at 92%. 92.
Carrie is certified fresh.
Uh-huh.
How fresh is it though? This fresh could be 60. Could be 100.
It's a really good movie, and I'm pretty sure it was critically acclaimed
Mhm.
because Sissy Spacek was amazing.
Are you you locking in your 92?
Locking in 92. Confident.
Confident?
Well, not now. It looks like you're doing math.
No, I'm typing out your scores so that I can do math later. You should be confident. You should be confident. That's a pretty good guess. Because for the second time in Rotten Tomatoes history, you nailed it.
Oh my god!
5-point deduction.
Fucking Christ! I'm so good at this game.
Mm-hmm.
So
You
good
are
at it.
you are really good at this game to the extent that I think you're cheating. Back down to 14 points.
Oh my god!
Fun thing about this film is that it was actually the high school that they were at was called Bates High, and it was a reference to Norman Bates from Psycho.
Is a reference to what?
Norman Bates from Psycho.
Oh, okay. Your mic keeps cutting in and out.
I'm so sorry, buddy.
You're fine. You're fine.
Probably a little packet loss on my end.
It's all good. We're here. We're getting through it together.
Okay, I'm gonna give you a little bit of a heads up on this one. This next movie is an iconic film that one will remember for the rest of their lives after they see it. And I took, like, fun facts. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5 of them that they were all so good that I was like, I gotta do them all.
No, I've done that several times, so it's no big deal.
Here you go. You ready for this one? Are you ready?
Yes.
Have any guesses what the movie's gonna be?
My body's ready.
Hey, hang on a second.
Yeah.
What's My Body Is Ready from?
I don't know.
Is it from an anime? You got viewers, ask them.
It's from something. Where's My Body's Ready from?
I like how you
Reggie?
repeated the
Nintendo.
question.
I know, right? I'm such an idiot. Reggie Nintendo. Skizzy just put a YouTube video up. On the fucking spot. Here, go to my stream real quick because I'm gonna look at it.
It's gonna take me a second. Twitch.tv/SuttySmash. That rhymes. Did you know that?
God damn, Skizzy, you were fucking on point with that shit. Jesus Christ. Do you just have this saved somewhere? But yes, I did, buddy. It did rhyme. You ready?
No.
Jesus.
All right. Do it.
All right.
All right. Do it.
Is do a what we call a body check on somebody. So today, I think we'll do it with Reggie.
Well, that's real awkward.
Right.
That's real awkward.
Okay, Reggie, please stand.
I like
on the
it.
balance
My
board.
body is ready.
So,
Thank you,
wearing
Skizzy.
just
That's good. I like it. My body is ready. Ask Mike. I'm fast with it. That's awesome.
That's what she said.
And I've seen it. I've seen it, Skizzy. I seen it.
Get it over there.
I seen it. There we go. Bam.
All right, I'm back out of your stream now.
Okay.
There you go. My Body Is Ready. That's what it's from. And there's our copyright right there for this one. Oh, the next movie. I forgot what we were doing.
Yeah. We're in the middle of something.
Yeah, something going on there.
I know. I got you distracted.
All right.
I should have seen it. You're hooked on the Sutty.
I seen it.
So stupid. So stupid.
All right. As soon as you know which film this is, I want you to yell it out.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yes.
It's 2 siblings and 3 of their friends en route to visit their grandfather's grave in Texas end up falling victims to a family cannibalistic psychopaths. Good job.
Okay.
Here's a fun thing. This was directed by Toby Hooper, starring Marilyn Burns, Edwin Neal, Alan Danziger, and Gunnar Hansen. from 1974, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Sally, I hear something. Stop! Stop!
This is the movie that is just as real.
Oh, man. I'm going to say it's fresh. It's fresh.
You think so?
I don't know. I think so.
74.
But it was real.
It's pretty raw.
Real campy. Yeah, it was. And
then again, a lot of reviews came in after the fact. They're still counting them today.
this could ruin me right here.
You take your time with it, buddy. You're at a solid 14 right now. This could take you to 9. Single-digit score.
Oh, I don't think I'm gonna get double up.
Or
it could take me to
100.
100, yeah, 100 and like hypothetically, it could take me to 114. Or
you can't be 100. You can't be 100 off. Well, I guess you could. If it was like a 0 and you guessed 100, then yeah, you get 100 points on it. Or vice versa.
I'm gonna say fresh 83%.
Sorry, Pretzel's really rocking me right now. What was your guess again? 83?
83. 83. 83. 83.
83. Did I tell you I'm taking Spanish lessons at work?
You did not tell me that.
I think it's getting pretty good.
Look at you.
This is something I've learned to say as of recent. The guy that sits next to me, his name is Diego. And Diego comes by and does this to my hair every time he walks by. So now I can say,
it is Skizzy.
No me toques ají. No me toques ají. Necesito adulto.
Necesito what?
Adulto?
Oh, okay.
That makes sense?
I gotcha.
I could be wrong. I'm not a Spanish fluent. Which to all of my white friends out there today, that is saying, don't touch me. Don't touch me here. I need an adult.
That's awesome.
That's one that Alondra taught me how to say, and I'm really excited about it.
A lot of practical application. That one will get.
I've already used it like 100 times. Are you ready for a slew of fun facts about the Texas Chainsaw Massacre?
Well, I want to know how fucking close I was first.
Oh, do you really?
I really do.
It was fresh. But how fresh was it? Could have been 60. Could have been a perfect 100. This could put you anywhere between 17 and 23. But the good news is it was 88%, so it'll only give you 5 points, putting your total score of 14.
Fucking Christ.
Hang on.
Yeah.
Let's go back and do the math, because every single time we've done this, it's been wrong. So for The Conjuring, you guessed 85 or 78% on an 85% movie. That is 7 points.
It is.
Are we sure? Yes. Okay. Yeah. Then we had The Candyman, which came in at 74%. You guessed 81. 7 points, right?
Yep.
Which you had 14. Then you had Scream, where you guessed on a 79%, you guessed 74, which gave you 5, which puts you at 19. Then you had Carrie, where you guessed perfect at 92%, which brought you down 5 points, which brought you down to 9. And then you gained 5 more, back to 14. That's a pretty good game, buddy.
I don't know that I'll ever beat that game.
Pretty solid game.
I may say the best ever. Best Rotten Tomatoes game ever played by anyone ever.
It's not, but it's a really good game. Where I got this game from was the Adam Carolla show, and Film Vault star Brian Bishop got a negative 19.
Jesus Christ.
That was 4 dead on and 1 where he got 1 point.
That's insane.
That is the second highest score possible. You want to learn a little bit about the Texas Chainsaw Massacre?
I absolutely do. I know a lot about it, but yes, I do.
Cool, here you go. So Gunnar Hansen was the Icelandic? Is he from Iceland or was he from Sweden?
That sounds like
I think he's Icelandic.
either.
Okay, one or the other. He said that during the filming, he didn't get along very well with Paul.
Your audio's cut down.
Let me know
Filming, he what?
During the filming, he didn't get along very well with Paul A. Partain, who played Franklin, the guy in the wheelchair. A few years later, he met Partain again and realized that Partain, a method actor, had simply chosen to stay in character even when not filming. The two remained good friends up to Partain's death after that. So he thought he didn't like him, and it turns out he liked him just fine. Due to the low budget, yes sir. Due to the low budget, Gunnar Hansen had only one shirt to wear as Leatherface. The shirt had been dyed so that it could not be washed. Hansen had to wear it for 4 straight weeks of filming in the hot and humid Texas summer. By the end of the shoot, no one wanted to stand near Hansen or sit next to him during breaks and to eat lunch because his clothing smelled so bad.
Yeah, burnt onions and tilapia.
Mainly a cheeseburger. All right, this is pretty crazy. During the film's original distributor was Bryanston Distribution Company, which turned out to be a mafia front who used the movie to launder profits he made from Deep Throat.
Amazing.
In return, the production received only enough money to reimburse the investors and pay the cast and crew $405 apiece. Jesus. Producers eventually discovered that their guy who ran it, his name was Pereno, had lied to them about the film's profits after he was arrested on obscenity charges when his role in Deep Throat was revealed. The cast and crew filed suit against him, and they were all awarded $25,000 each, which is a lot of money in 1974.
Yeah.
New Line Cinema, which obtained the rights to the film from the now bankrupt Bryanston, paid off the cast and crew part of the purchase settlement agreement.
That's awesome.
Crazy, right?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yes, Ash, it does. Amy is asking.
Mm-hmm. Toby Hooper allowed Gunnar Hansen to develop the Leatherface as he saw fit, under his supervision. Hansen decided that Leatherface was mentally handicapped and never learned to talk properly, so he went to a school for the mentally handicapped and watched how they moved and listened to them talk to get a feel for the character. He tried his best to make the portrayal as non-offensive as he could. Leatherface. Many fans, included those who are mentally handicapped, said he succeeded.
Good job. Good job, man.
And Leatherface had lines in the script that were all just gibberish, with little side notes indicating what he's actually trying to say. Lastly, this is the last piece of fact here. Surprisingly, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, this film is one of the least bloody horror films of all time. This was because Toby Hooper, director, intended to make the movie for a PG rating by keeping violence moderate, language mild, and having most of the horror implied off-screen rather than shown in great detail on-screen. However, this plan actually backfired and made the film even more horrifying because despite cutting the repeated submissions, the ratings board insisted on an X rating. And it wasn't until the film received the R rating that Hooper gave up and released it. Hooper had a similar ratings problem with the sequel.
That's awesome. Another fun thing about this is they didn't have the budget for stunt people.
Mm-mm.
So when they were doing, like, he was lifting people up by the throat and shit.
Mm-hmm.
He was really lifting them up by the fucking throat. And
He was a
they'd
big
go
guy.
like grocery shopping with handprints on their throat, and like handprint shaped bruises and stuff. So like there were a lot of contusions sustained on that shoot. That's fun.
Also, another fun thing was when Leatherface was chasing her through the woods with the chainsaw.
Yeah.
He wore shoes that made him taller, but the girl who he was chasing just couldn't run for shit and wasn't wearing shoes, so she was running through the woods with no shoes, so she's moving pretty slow, and he would keep catching up to her, so to make it so that he would slow himself down by getting mad and waving the chainsaw around behind her, so it just looked like, but he was like, I kept catching up to her and I didn't know what else to do, so I just started waving it around.
That's awesome.
Their IMDb page, I think I spent like an hour just reading all the trivia about this one. I was like, I love this so much.
Sometimes when I pick movies for this game,
Mm-hmm.
if there's, I'll like, because I pick the movies first and then go through the rest after.
Yeah.
So I'll pick a movie and then get all the stuff built out and then look through the trivia. And if there's not anything really interesting there, I'm like, no, fuck this movie. Like I want the
movie.
something there, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, I love movies that are like that.
Rotten Tomatoes game. That's so
Rotten
fun.
Tomatoes shit. I love it. And I'm also the literal best at the game, so
In the world.
Yeah. Makes me feel good about it. Ash, you're not late. You're here, and that's what matters. So you're never late. I appreciate you being here.
Hey man, better late than never.
Mm-hmm.
You know what he should do now that he's made it? Make like everyone else and you head over to YouTube, look up the Bloody and Sutty show, give us a quick like and a quick subscription so that we can continue to make this show.
Oh yeah, get in there, do that.
Do it right now. Everyone stop what they're doing. Did you guys stop?
Yep, they're stopped.
All right, I feel good about that. Now head over to YouTube. In the search box at the top, that's the white box. That's long. Right across the top there. It's horizontal. You go ahead and type in the Bloody and Sutty show. Then you hit that little subscribe button. And don't forget to click the bell so that you can be alerted every time you get a new move. Every time, it's good.
Yeah. Oh, Ash. It's really cute how you think that I put a YouTube command for that. That would make way too much sense. I haven't done that. But
you know what we're going to do? I'm going to take it one step further.
What's that?
I'm going to go to YouTube right now.
Okay.
And I'm going to type in the Bloody and Sutty show. I actually have a hot link to it right here. And there it is. It's an ugly link because we're not very popular.
Ash is like, I've spent years on YouTube. I know how it works.
Have you, though? Because I noticed that he hasn't subscribed yet. And I'm heading over to SuttySmash. It's twitch.tv extraordinaire. And I'm going to go ahead and link this up.
Nope. Skizzy already did it for you.
I'm better at it than he is. Because I have a little green sword. Fuck you, Skizzy.
Ah, Christ. That's fun.
Now everyone take a moment. And I'm going to pull up my little handy dandy real-time subscription counter.
Jesus Christ. Don't do that.
It's happening.
You're so retarded.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we got one.
Pew!
Can we get one more?
Excuse me, that is fucking phenomenal. You're not wrong. That is a good emote for the show. I may need to grab it.
You know, I'll take the one. I feel good about that. 27 subscribers. We're through the roof.
Heyo. Time to put my 2 weeks in.
Oh, I put mine. I've been employed in a month.
Ash was like, how do you know that I didn't go on my phone, type that show thing, and already subbed before you posted the link?
I know because we were 26 subscribers before we started this episode. I check it all the time. I'm like,
Yeah, bloody checks it like a goddamn hawk. But ready to bring us home, buddy?
I am.
All right. Fucking.
Bring it home, baby girl.
Hey, I could eat a peach for hours. Yeah, I'm SuttySmash. Saying thank you for coming through. Whatever you got going on in your life, hope it finds you well, treats you well. Take care of yourself mentally, physically, spiritually, if you want to go down that route.
I hope it treats you well. Oh man, I'm just gonna sing what you're saying.
All right. Fucking. But you can find me on my socials. Right there.
Like and subscribe.
Right there, depending on which one. Like and subscribe, share, all that. This is.
I'm Bloody the Elf. Reminding you to also go to shop.bloodytheelf.com, get some of the hottest merch in the game, like this sweet mug that says, very good. And just remind you guys, keep it posy.
There it is. And Ash, we're not ending. That's just the end of the podcast. We're gonna go play.
Let's play the forest and scare the shit out of ourselves.